the team from Transparency International, the Wajir Civil Society Group, represented by Honorable Fatuma, colleagues from the Assembly, staff. I also see participation from Department of Public Participation of the county government. Assalamu alaikum. It's both an honor and a privilege to join you today for this important roundtable engagement on public finance management. I'm particularly encouraged that we are bringing together policymakers, practitioners, and partners united by a common purpose, which is strengthening how public resources are planned, allocated, and accounted for. As the County Assembly, our constitutional mandate places us at the center of this responsibility. Our role, as you very well know, is threefold: legislation, oversight, and representation. Ladies and gentlemen, this roundtable comes at a critical time when counties are under increasing pressure to do more with limited resources. Challenges such as revenue shortfalls, pending bills, inefficiency in procurement, and the gaps in financial reporting continue to test our systems. However, these challenges also give us opportunities. First, to strengthen our fiscal discipline and curb wastages, to enhance transparency through digitization and open data systems, to build capacity among institutions and staff handling public resources, and lastly but not least, to deepen citizen engagement in budgeting and monitoring processes. As an assembly, we are committed to working collaboratively with all stakeholders to improve budget credibility, ensure timely approvals, and enhance oversight mechanisms that deliver real impact on the ground. I urge this forum to move beyond discussions and generate actionable recommendations. Let us focus on practical reforms, clear timelines, measurable outcomes, and shared accountability. To our development partners, your continued technical and financial support is vital. To our experts and practitioners, your insight is invaluable in shaping policies that work. And to my fellow leaders, let's remain steadfast in upholding integrity, transparency, and service to our people. As I officially declare this roundtable open, I express my confidence that our deliberations will continue significantly to strengthen public finance management in Wajir County and beyond. Honorable members, it's now my singular honor to declare this roundtable officially open. Just one or two of the CAF remarks, and this is regarding the mandate of the Public Accounts Committee. Yesterday we had an online engagement with the Office of the Auditor General. And one of the things that CAF is pushing for, which was actually discussed extensively yesterday, is that the Auditor General report, before it finds its way to the Senate, is handled by PAC. And the report which is generated by PAC actually becomes the primary source document on which the Senate depends. So that when the executive is going before the Senate, the recommendations by the Public Accounts Committee of the County Assembly is the primary source document which is going to guide the Senate. So that is what we are pushing for, and we engaged the Public Accounts Committee on a number of times on that matter, And I think that recommendation is going to be adopted very soon, and we will have full support from the Senate. So it's our duty as the Public Account Committee to ensure that we are up to date and very efficient in running away with the Auditor, Office of the Auditor General report, and we have a report before the Senate goes to the Executive. The other issue that I want to touch on is the pending bills. And I don't want to focus very much on the past. I want to look to the future. Honorable members and the participants of this roundtable conference, I want to urge all of us, in the next few months, we need to have a legislation regarding pending bills. And it's very simple. It's very simple. At the end of the first quarter of the financial year, like now the financial year is going to end in June 30. So July, August, and September. End of September, both the County Assembly and the Executive should file a report with the County Assembly on the pending bill for the previous year and how it's going to be paid. The bill is all that. It serves two purposes. First, when the term of the government ends, there's a committee which is called the Assumption of Office Committee. Unfortunately, for the previous two administrations, the pending bill is compiled by the Assumption of Office Report Committee, which I think this is an ad hoc committee. They don't have the expertise, the experience. They have not been with us, but we tasked with this temporary committee. It doesn't even stay in office for a month. Their work is just to prepare to swear in the governor, and they just dwell on procedural matters. So that is the committee that we task with, compiling pending bill. But if we have reports filed by the County Assembly on the pending bills and how, whether it is the Executive or the County Assembly, what arrangements have been made to ensure that the pending bill is paid, then we don't need other committees, ad hoc or whatever, or the Assumption Office Committee doing these things for us. So TI, Honorable Fatuma, the chairs of the PAC and the Implementation Committee, I think from this, one of the things that will really should come out of it is that we need a legislation on this issue of pending bills. That will be a legacy for all of us, and it will help solve a lot of problems. And if the Executive and the County Assembly know that annually they have to file a report on the pending bills, that's an extra check. People will be on guard to ensure that they will always be held accountable for the pending bill which is amassed during their stay. Lastly, probably a message to the Wajir society, Wajir community, on an issue which was touched on by Honorable Member, the Chair for PAC, regarding turnover of politicians in the County Assembly. For the last two terms, one of the big problems that we had in the County Assembly is that there has been no institutional memory. Institutional memory, meaning we start everything afresh with a new lot. I am wiser now, 4 years down the line, than I was when I became a speaker. There are a lot of things that I will want to do now, which was not even in my mind when I assumed the office of the speaker. And that's the same for all MCAs. So we start everything afresh. It takes you years for you to learn the ropes, to learn the systems. So I'm not campaigning for my friends, but I think it's very important, like in every 30 MCS, 45 MCS, including the nominated, that at least we have 10, 15 who are given an opportunity to serve a second term. What it does is that it helps the incoming assembly. They will guide, drawing from the institutional memory and experience which if they have accumulated for the previous term. So I want to urge the Wajir community, please, let's, of course, I will urge that they vet the performance of the MCS who are in office. But let's give an opportunity for people to serve a second time so that we have institutional memory in the county assembly of Wajir. Lastly, I want to appreciate the support TI has given us and many other development partners. We cannot say thank you enough. You have been really generous, you have been really supportive, and we don't take that for granted. We appreciate what work you are doing. To the civil society of Wajir, we extend an open arm, an open invite for you to partner with the county assembly. Let's engage and see what we can do together so that we serve the Wajir community in a more consultative and a participative process. With those remarks, I wish you well and a fruitful deliberation. Thank you.